It's not very good. You can see it at the bottom. Historian's History of the World. That was published in 1908, Volume 8, page 682. So if you wanted to find that map, that's where you'd find it. There is a little reference right at the bottom there, but it's not that clear. Okay. So we can start to see there's a bit of a correlation between a particular group of people. Let's look at Revelation 9, verse 4. Here's where it gets really... This is where I started to get really excited. I was looking at this and I thought, wow, that's interesting. And then I started looking into this next bit and I thought, wow, that's just... Man, that's amazing. Okay. Revelation 9, verse 4. Can I get someone to read that out, please? Okay. How many people know of real locusts that will go in swarms and won't touch a green living thing at all? No one's ever seen it. But these locusts go through the land, but they don't touch any green things. They don't eat any plants, vegetation, nothing. And Ben, I imagine you've seen locusts, grasshoppers? Well, they eat everything. Everything. Okay. So we might, seeing as though we can sort of get a bit of we can get an idea that these locusts are referring to the children of Ishmael, maybe we could find something recorded in history that these children of Ishmael said in regards to vegetation when they went forth over the lands. Okay, let's just have a look. Right. Destroy no palm trees, nor burn any field of corn. Cut down no fruit trees, nor do any mischief to cattle, only such as you kill to eat. When you make a covenant, stand to it and be as good as your word. Now that was by Abu Bakr. He was a successor to Muhammad. He was in control after Muhammad left. Okay, stark contrast to the methods of these armies. So normally in the old days, the armies used to go through and they used to, what they used to do, they used to kill all the men off or take them captives. What they do to the crops? They just burn them, cut all the trees down, they'd plunder the whole lot. Houses down. But these had a different method. They knew that if they went and destroyed everything, it'd leave them no resources left for themselves in the land that they just conquered. It makes sense. Good practice, I think. But anyway, that's what these people used to do. And you know, the Quran even says, not that I'm teaching out the Quran, but it's interesting to note. Don't shoot me down. The Quran even teaches that trees and vegetation must not be destroyed. And this is what makes this particular group of people unique when they conquered. Interesting. Now, the last part of Revelation 9:4, what did it say? Don't hurt any tree, but only those men which have not the seal of God in their foreheads. And I thought, oh, righto, okay, this might be a challenge, but well, this is where it starts to get interesting. I really got interesting about this. Okay, so what do we understand about the seal of God? What do we understand to be the seal of God? The Sabbath. Okay, and we can have a look in various places in the Bible. Revelation 14 talks about a select group of people. Okay. That's right. They have the commandments of God and have the testimony of Jesus. They keep the commandments of God and have the testimony of Jesus. Not 9, it's commandment, the whole lot. Right, I'm talking about 10 commandments here. They keep the 10 commandments of God. Also, why don't we just look it up? I forgot I even had it there. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus. Okay, that's what Revelation says. But what else does Revelation say? Revelation 14. Oh, dear me, that's not going well. Hang on, here we go. Revelation 14:7. Saying with a loud voice, "Fear God and give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment is come, and worship him that made the heaven, earth and the sea." See, this is what these saints do. They keep the commandments of God, and there's this first angel's message that's saying, well, look, if you don't want to receive the mark of the beast, this is what you do. Interesting that the last part of that is a repeat of a text in the Old Testament. Does anybody guess what one it is? There we go. All right. Exodus 20 verse 11. 6 days the Lord made heaven, earth and the sea and all that in them is, and rested on the seventh day. See, it's repeating part of the Sabbath commandment. Seal of God. Okay, but these people, it says, hurt not those that have the seal of God on their foreheads. These people have the same characteristics as the ones in the last days. The 144,000 that have the seal of God on their forehead. These people here, that the locusts don't hurt, have the same characteristics. The seal of God, which was the Sabbath. They worshipped on the Sabbath. So we should be able to find something in history that backs that up. Now, this is where I was just blown away. I just thought this was just... people are sitting there. Don't go to sleep. Oh, all right, here we go. Now, this guy, Abu Bakr, who we had a quote on before, this is what he said: "As you go on, you'll find some religious persons who lived, retired in monasteries and proposed to themselves to serve God that way. Let them alone, neither kill them nor destroy their monasteries." Now, when we hear of monasteries, we automatically think, well, there's nuns and priests and all that sort of thing. Well, let's have a I need a mouse that works, don't I? Here hang on. Oh, here we go. "And you'll find another sort of people that belong to the synagogue of Satan." Interesting. Revelation also talks about that. Who have, what do they have? Shaven crowns. Who's watched Robin Hood? Oh, what's Friar Tuck got? He's got that funny little hairdo that goes around, the top of his head's been shaved, and shaven crowns. Okay. Listen to this. "Be sure you cleave their skulls." It was no mucking around. He said, go through and cleave their skulls. These are priests. Go through and cleave their skulls. "And give them no quarter till they either turn Mohammedans or pay tribute." Okay, so they had to pay for their lives, and how much money have priests got? They don't have much, so there wasn't many options for them. In early centuries, the Christian era of the Church of the East, and not the Western one or the Latin Church, sometimes called the Assyrian Church, sometimes the Nestorian Church, who were observers of the true Sabbath. They had their monasteries as well. Okay. They had monasteries as well. We're starting to get more of a picture, and the Bible is being very accurate here. I was absolutely amazed when I found this. "Very effectively spread throughout Asia and the East, but remained separate from the church in the West, especially the apostasy." So this was... These true Christians became the teachers of the Saracens, or the Muslims, as was known, and were responsible for establishing an educational system. Remember I talked about Arabia being in darkness because of their education? Well, these true Christians here established an educational system that taught them. They were very grateful for that, the Muslims were. And it was in Syria, Mesopotamia, Turkestan, Tibet, China, Ceylon and other areas, as far as China. That's where these people taught, right out, as far as China. Wow. Interesting. And another quote. "When the Arabian Empire was fully established, it built up